Retired, extremely dangerous, and packs quite a wallet. Bruce Willis and the gang are back in Red 2, and my review is coming up right here on Joachim's Movie of the Week. Hello everyone, and welcome to Joachim's Movie of the Week. I'm Joachim Jackson. This week is my review of Red 2 as part of our Comic-Con weekend. Now, Red, as you may not know, is retired and extremely dangerous. And this is actually based off of the DC comic graphic novel, which you guys can go pick up at your local comic book shop if you guys ever have the time. But anyway, this is the sequel to Red back in 2010, and the gang is pretty much separated from the get-go until John Malkovich's character, Marvin, brings Frank back into the game, played by Bruce Willis. Now, the reason being is that they were framed for being a part of an operation called Nightshade. Now, Nightshade, we don't even know what this is, but it was created by newcomer Anthony Hopkins. He's a brilliant but crazy scientist who was in prison for 32 years and is helping Frank and Marvin trying to find the bomb and try and defuse it and possibly save the world. Now, this film, compared to its last one 3 years ago, kind of brought the comic book, the graphic novel feel to it this time around than what it did last time. I'm not sure if it was the greatest move, but it was pretty cool to see the connection and to let the fans know that, hey, this movie is based off of a graphic novel, not a famous one, but now it's pretty popular thanks to the workings of the first film. But the fact of the matter is, you don't really get connected with these characters at all. This was a shortened version of what we saw 3 years ago, and we just didn't see enough. It was not only predictable, but it was just it was bland. You couldn't really see where anything was going. You didn't even know who was who, what was what and stuff. We don't even have enough time to get to know some of the new characters that joined us, including Catherine Zeta-Jones, Neil McDonough, and like I said, Anthony Hopkins, who was also in this film. You don't get to see enough of past time with them. We don't get to know them fully enough, except for just some minor details. But other than that, this was definitely a step up from what it did 3 years ago with the first Red film. But when the day is done, it could have done a lot more to save its own butt and to save its own skin, just to make it a better graphic novel sort of story. But I do applaud them for actually showing the fans and showing the audience the graphic novel feel of this film. So with that, I'm just gonna give this movie a 3 out of 5 stars and a rent it. But if you want to see it, go ahead. But if you want to just save your money, just do it. Well, that's all the time we have for this episode, but next weekend, I know Comic-Con is over on Sunday, but hey, we got another comic book movie coming up, and it's The Wolverine starring Hugh Jackman. It's the sequel to X-Men Origins The Wolverine, but also the sequel to X-Men The Last Stand from 2006. Reason being, we'll actually give you that next week. We'll give you also a timeline to the events leading up to the Wolverine, so don't miss that. That is next week on Joachim's Movie of the Week. But for right now, I'm Joachim Jackson. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the movies and enjoy comic books. Seriously, it's Comic-Con weekend. Enjoy.